Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we're taking the CRF300 Rally head-to-head against KTM500 to see how they stack up as a lightweight adventure bike.
Today's the day. We're going to go head-to-head with the KTM500 versus the CRF300. Now obviously there's going to be some power difference, but we're going to look at what is the real world differences. How does it compare on-road and as a lightweight adventure bike? Stick around, let's find out. Here we are on our head-to-head test. Jeff's out in front. He's on the KTM500. It's a new build, not quite finished yet. Still needs a seat and a long-range tank, but pretty much there. For the purpose of our test today, we're going to say it's done. I'm not going to comment too much on the seat on it because it is a enduro seat. I'm not expecting it to be too comfortable, and the range of the fuel tank we won't be testing today, so we're just going to test how it is head-to-head in general riding and as a lightweight adventure bike. So we're heading to my normal test track. We're going to do the same loop, probably do it a few times, swap bikes and see what we think. Alright, so we've just pulled over here. I'm going to sample KTM500. Okay, let's see how we go. Alright, first off, there's a couple of things I notice. It feels very familiar in the view because this tower is exactly the same as my tower. It's Adventure Rally X with the KTM screen. So from my visual perspective, the bike is pretty much the same. Now from a different perspective of what I feel, that's totally different. The power, of course it's a 500, but the power is there. It feels double straight away. We haven't even given it much, but it probably is double or close to double, and that's the way it feels. Now its power delivery down here, very strong off the bottom, and then very smooth pull up through the rev range. Obviously I'm not giving it too much on these wet roads, but this initial, that pull, this initial just little sample on the road, the power delivery is a lot more, the power is a lot more, and the power delivery is different in that you get a lot off the bottom and then it's just linear pull and maybe tapers off a little bit up the top. But the other things I'm feeling, the other sensations I can feel that are not as positive as the power, is the vibrations I'm feeling. And people have told me you get used to them, and you know, I've had a 500 in the past. I ran a Cush drive hub and I had a nice comfy seat, and I might have had bar end weights, and I was used to it then. But coming off the CRF300 Rally, oh yeah, coming off the CRF300 Rally with its really smooth, balanced crankshaft and smooth motor just at these slow speeds. So we're talking, what are we talking, 70 kilometers an hour, or slow it down even more. But at slow speeds on the CRF300, there is no felt vibrations through the pegs, seat or the bars. On this bike, I am feeling those felt vibrations. But boy, it does go. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Yep. That's perhaps one of the main advantages of the KTM500 over mine, is its abundance of power. So I don't think we need to go on too much about its power output. I think more the power delivery is what we'll be concentrating on. And this bike is running 1448, so it's geared slightly taller than stock. When I had my KTM530 set up, I was running a 1548, and I found that very nice, and very nice power delivery, especially for the adventure stuff. So it'll be interesting to see when we get in the bush and we swap bikes back and forth in the bush, what the difference is in power delivery. We'll get to the bush and I'll check back in with you then. Okay, we're heading up in the bush now. Wow, spinning and sideways around there, that was fun. As you can probably see, whoa, Jeff is a very competent rider. But as you might also be able to see, he's not actually pulling that far ahead of me. And I did tell him just to ride normal. Jeff and I have been riding together for over 20 years, so we're pretty much the same skill level and ride very similar. So Jeff's a good test for how this comparison will go. So just ride your normal pace. I'll try to keep up or tuck in behind or come next to you.
Sure.
But nothing too silly.
No. That sounds good.
No, obviously I can never do that. Oh, he's off. Sorry, I'm not talking too much because I'm concentrating a bit more here. Need to really be on my game to try to keep up with Jeff. And look, I've got a lot more experience on this road lately than him, so I know when I can pour the power on. Yeah, Jeff's just noticing that they've changed this track since last time he's been here. Done some logging in here. That's where you see the 500 pull away a bit. It'll be interesting when we go a drag race. But he definitely has the power. Oh, slow down. longer straights. As I said, I know these tracks better than Jeff, and I can get on the power earlier. But so far I'm pretty happy with the little girl. For what I encountered on the road, which was double the horsepower, in real life we're not seeing double the speed in the bush or double the acceleration. Once your wheels start spinning, that advantage is gone. A lot closer than I thought.
Yeah.
I was saying to camera there, I've ridden this track 20 times in the last couple of months, so I know it better than you, and I can get on the power around the corners because I know the road. But even that last straight where we were kind of next to it and you pulled off, I could see the difference in power then.
100%. That's why I looked around to see what sort of gap.
Yeah, but what I'm noticing, just in normal, call it play racing,
Yeah.
once the tyre's spinning, you can't put that much more power down.
No, I can't.
So my tyre's spinning too, but probably yours spins quicker, and then before mine spins, or I can get my little power to the ground better than you.
Of course.
So yeah, quite interesting. On the road, this is double the power of that, you can notice it.
100%.
In here, real world, it's not double the speed or double the acceleration.
No.
So I was quite happy with that.
Playful though.
Yeah, and this is how we normally ride though.
Of course.
This is, I was saying to camera that we've been riding together for 20 plus years,
Yeah.
and it's a good test because we ride very similar,
Yeah.
and we know how each other would react in situations and are happy to ride next to each other. But yeah, the difference in the bush wasn't as much as I thought.
Correct.
So we might swap.
Yep.
We'll cruise back and then do that run again
Yep.
on the other bikes.
Yep.
And just see, because I want to see now in the bush how that power translates to putting it down in the bush.
Sounds good.
Back on the 500, and it does feel very small and lean. The CRF300 has about 40 kilos on this, as in it's 40 kilos heavier. That translates to a bigger feel when you're riding it, wider through the seat and tank. This feels like, yeah, feels like a little race bike that it is. Oh yeah, there's that power. Yeah, definitely plenty of power. The 500 is, I'm going to say, more flexible with its power. With its amount of power and torque, you can pretty much just leave it in fourth gear like I'm doing, lug it out of the corner. Well, it still spins the back wheel though. I'm just lugging it around in fourth gear, just idling and then rolling on the power. Yeah, it's very flexible with the amount of power it's got. Very easy to pop the front up. I don't want to do it on this bike because I'm not used to it, and I don't want to flip it on Jeff. Oh yeah, that power's nice. Just the ability to roll on that power from low in the rev range to pretty much as fast as you want. I don't want to go any faster than whatever fourth gear can do. So we're having a bit more of a go now that we know the track and the bike's a bit better. And I'm more interested to see Jeff's take on my bike, to be honest. See, that's where the torque, that's where the power comes in. Jeff was in the wrong gear, not in the right rev range, and this could just pull away. I'll wait for Jeff to catch up. There he comes. So definitely, once the advantage of knowing the track's gone, it's a bit hard to say because now Jeff doesn't know my bike as well, and his bike is definitely easier to ride fast. I'm not even changing gear, it's just 4th gear, and it just goes. So once the advantage of knowing the track is gone, probably opens up the power of, or shows the difference in power a little bit more. So we'll just cruise together and have a bit of a wind on the next straight. But look for... Oh, get over your side. That was nice, both a bit sideways around there. That was probably a better demonstration. I'll let Jeff get up to speed there and have a bit... Oh yeah, see that's where it is. The extra power and torque, the slow speed acceleration is much better. But you saw that last little straight, how I could roll past Jeff with the power, but it's not double. Oh, this bike is fun. I was sideways out of that corner, clicked it up to 5th, still kept pulling. Yeah, the power is fun. I get you a bit of roost there, Jeff?
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, good, we're even then. I'm going to take my goggles off. You liking it, Jeff?
Loving it, yeah, honestly, for the amount of riding like you sort of do compared to me, that's a very good bike. For me, if it was a 400, I reckon it'd be perfect, just for that torque. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so and that's what it's built up to be, an all-round lightweight adventure bike that can do everything.
Yeah.
Whereas yours, like you said, you don't take yours out as much, so you want that bit more fun when you do take it out.
100%.
And you're willing to, like, it's not really set up to cruise the roads or do any of that stuff yet.
It's good just to do, if I want to do an overnighter, I've got plenty of power, I've still got the range.
Yep.
It's good.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, well, how about we do a drag race and see what happens?
Let's go.
I'm back on my bike. Oh, and it feels like home. It feels like a nice, comfortable lounge chair. The power, that big hit from 0 revs is gone. And I've just got my very linear, smooth power delivery. So we're just looking for a bit of a spot to have a drag race. Hang on, let me get set. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, fuck. I messed up the start there big time. We'll have to do that again. All right, well, look at my start. It went straight into his track. I don't know if you can see that, just goes straight into Jeff. You see the line? I'll come down a little bit, hang on. Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so definitely faster there.
How much difference then?
Yeah, I had a better start, but yeah, you walk away. And I think if we had a longer straight, you just keep walking away. So I don't think we've got more to prove there.
No.
So we'll just go for a bit of a ride now and see how we go in just general exploring and stuff.
Alright.
I was just saying that, like, with my gearing set up now, I can wheelie over things, but you've got to be in the right rev range.
Yeah, see, because I don't know the track that well, but there's a few times there where we had to go quickly to the side.
Yeah.
But I still had enough power to keep going.
Yeah, and I was in the wrong gear once, and it was like chug, 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 getting back up the speed.
Yeah.
And now I'm back on the 500, and we're still on that transport track. Oh, that's easy. So getting, oh, I hope I didn't smash this tyre then. Getting the front up over things is a lot easier on this bike. I'll just take a little detour here. We're off now on one of the side tracks doing a bit of exploring. I'm on the 500 still. And this is, when I say adventure riding, this is what I envision. You know, you're off the main track, you're exploring these side tracks. You know, maybe you haven't been down them, you don't know what condition they're in, you're not going super fast. So the power advantage that this bike has does not really come into play. What does come into play is its amount of torque and its power delivery. And now I'm in third gear and I'm just rolling the power on it. It's very nice, whereas mine I have to be up higher in the rev range. This one, I'm just in third gear putting around, and then it's got power when I wind it on. Be interesting to see what Jeff thinks. We'll go down here when we get to the bottom. Can't hear him, hopefully he's okay. Might have to go back and check. Going back to check what's happened to Jeffrey. Oh, that doesn't look good. What the hell have you done? Are you okay? Well, how did my bike end up like that?
That was a good ride though.
Hang on a sec. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Now, what the hell have you done?
It was that front tyre you told me about.
It's not the front tyre.
Have a look at it.
A bad tradesman blames his tools. How the hell did you get it facing the wrong way? What did you do?
I don't know, I fucked up.
Talk us through it.
I don't know, it started like here, that's what you can see there.
What's that, the front tyre or the back tyre?
Yeah, I still don't know yet.
Oh yeah, you're sliding. Holy shit. It's sliding from here. Okay, I can tell you what's happened. You've come up here, you can see it slipping here.
Yep.
It may have been the front, it may have been the back. I don't know, there's the front there.
It must have been all that power.
Yeah, so that's the front tyre. It's the back tyre that's slipping out. Don't blame my front tyre.
I'm still blaming that front tyre.
And so you've come up sideways here. I still don't understand the landing.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were testing the crash capabilities of them.
It's been a long time since I've done that. A long time.
And you can see it's still spinning out here.
I could have pulled your bike out and you wouldn't have known.
Yeah. Oh, but look, the tyre's still here. How do you get that way?
Maybe when I clip that log.
Okay, so you're in opposite lock spinning here. You've clipped that log and you've flipped it.
The front hit that front and just spun it right round, I think.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm going back to my bike now.
Well, can you please do that, because...
Not back to screen.
Oh no, that's alright. Oh yeah, you did. That's alright. Hang on. Oh. Like it doesn't have a radiator on that side. Holy shit. Yeah, that's broken, gone, broken. And that concludes Jeff's test ride of my bike.
I've been sacked.
Yeah, definitely sacked. Oh, jeez.
Didn't I?
Because yeah, it's come down backwards and jammed it all up that way. That's all right, we'll figure that out later.
If only I had a GoPro, the evidence would have been there.
Yeah.
Still the front tyre.
The front tyre was fine. You can't pick a decent line. All right, now we'll get it back to the road maybe and see.
See how straight she is.
Yeah, see how straight it is. Jeez, how fast are you going?
I don't know. I wasn't watching, just trying to keep up.
Oh, God.
Too much power.
You heard it, folks, too much power.
Going down the
Jeez, you even dragged my rear tank in the dirt.
yeah.
All right.
Right, that concludes that.
Yeah. Damage update. Rear tank still intact. It's hit the dirt. Back panel okay. Front panel not okay. Screen not okay. Lucky there's no radiator on that side. We'll see if everything's still straight. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, it still works. Yeah. Gearbox still works. Gearbox still works. Alright. Bike seems okay. Mechanically. Cosmetically, she's a bit bashed up. They've decided to do some single track, which, oh yeah, obviously suits the 500 more than the 300 rally. So just wanted to see how we go. Again, I'm doing all this in second gear. And it does it easy. Oh, just a little section of single track I wanted to do just to compare. Make sure that the little chubby 300 rally can still cut it with the enduro bikes in there. And it can. Does it easy. Well, maybe not as easy as the enduro bike, but still no problems. I think when we're talking about comparing them head to head, the main difference, and it's no surprise, is power and power delivery. What that translates to in real life terms is really not as much as it looks on paper or feels in the road. Sorry, on the road. In the dirt, you have limitations of traction. So my 34 horsepower can spin the back wheels. If you have, let's say, the 500 has 50 horsepower, might have more, you're still spinning the back wheels from 35 horsepower on, depending on, you know, what gear and things like that. So the real world difference is noticeable, and especially at lower speeds is more noticeable, but overall is not as big as I thought. Right now, I kind of want to just get the bike back home and check it before we do any real freeway work. But I would suspect the difference on the freeway would be the 500's ability to get up to speed and its overtaking advantage over the 300. So again, just its power and power delivery.
Well, there you have it. That big difference in power is not as large as expected in the bush and under normal riding conditions. It is easier to have power-induced fun with the KTM500, but I was able to wheelie, slide and wheel spin all the same. For me, the power advantage is not enough for me to give up the comfort and versatility of the CRF300 Rally as a lightweight adventure bike. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.